Welcome to Exploring Rayson. Today we are deep diving into the fascinating history of Sentosa, one of Singapore's most popular getaway spots. From its early days as a fishing village and a British military base to its transformation into a world-class tourist destination. Sentosa's story is one of the resilience, vision, and strategic development. Stick around as we explore how this small island became a symbol of leisure and adventure in Singapore. Sentosa's history dates back to the early 1800s, when it was known as Pulau Blakang Mati, which means Island of Death from Behind in Malay. While the name may not sound ominous, the island was originally a quiet fishing village inhabited by Malay settlers. The British recognized its strategic location at the entrance of the Keppel harbour, and in the 1880s, they began building military fortifications on the island to defend against naval threats. Fort Siloso, which still stands today as a historical site, was construction during this period to protect Singapore's valuable shipping lanes. During the early 20th century, Sentosa became a key part of Singapore's defense strategies. Guns were installed at Fort Siloso to ward off potential attacks. But despite the strong defenses, the island played a tragic role during the World War II. In 1942, when the Japanese invaded Singapore, Sentosa's guns were turned inland to fight against the advancing enemy. But the effort was ultimately unsuccessful. After the fall of Singapore, the island was occupied by Japanese force until the end of the war in 1945. After the war, the island's military significance faded, and it was left largely abandoned. In the 1960s, Singapore's newly independent government began looking for ways to transform the island into a recreational space. In 1970s, a public competition was held to rename Pulau Blakang Mati, as the name carried negative connotations. The winning name was Sentosa, which means peace and tranquility in Malay, a fitting name for an island meant to bring joy and relaxation to Singaporeans. Development began in the early 1970s. The government constructed artificial beaches, cable cars, and even a monorail to make it easy for visitors to reach the island. Sentosa's first major attraction was the Sentosa Golf Club, followed by the musical fountain, a water and light show that quickly became a favorite for both locals and tourists. The goal was clear: to turn Sentosa into a destination that will boost tourism and provide a much-needed escape from city life. The 1980s and the 1990s saw Sentosa evolving rapidly. Fantasy Island, a sprawling water park, opened in 1994 and became one of Asia's largest water-based attractions. Underwater World, which opened in 1991, introduced Singaporeans to marine life in a whole new way of its iconic 83 meters long travelator tunnel surrounded by sharks and exotic fish. The Sentosa monorail and the cable car system were upgraded to improve connectivity, making it easier for visitors to travel between the mainland and Sentosa. This period also saw the rise of new hotels and resorts, adding to the island's growing reputation and a tourist destination. Sentosa was no longer just a day trip stop. It became a full-fledged holiday destination. Sentosa has evolved immensely over the years, and with its transformation, several iconic attractions have been closed down or reimagined to make way for new ones. While these defunct attractions may no longer be around, they hold a special place in the hearts of many who remember them fondly. One of the earliest casualties was Enjoy Wonder Golf, a miniature golf park that opened in the early 1990s. With 54 landscape greens set in 3 different 18-hole courses, it was a popular stop for families. But by the early 2000s, it was closed for redevelopment. Another memorable attraction was Fantasy Island, a water-based theme park that opened in 1994 with a budget of 54 million. Featuring thrilling water slides and other features, it quickly became a popular destination. Unfortunately, it was plagued by several accidents, including 2 fatalities, which led to its closure in 2002. Despite its demise, Fantasy Island remains an important part of Sentosa history. Speaking of transportation, the Sentosa monorail was a staple for many years, running from 1990s to 2005. The monorail made a loop around the western half of Sentosa. It was eventually replaced by the current Sentosa Express and the island's internal bus lines. Part of its original track remains as nostalgia reminders of those simpler days. Then there were Volcano Land, featuring an artificial volcano with Mayan-themed designs. It stood as a unique attraction until its closure to make way for the Resort World Sentosa in 2007. The Sentosa Musical Fountain also makes a big splash when it opened in 1982. After several renovations over the years, it was replaced by the newer shows like Wings of Time and Songs of the Sea. The fountain itself was shut down in 2007 as part of the redevelopment efforts for the integrated resort. The Sentosa Ferry Terminal, once a bustling transportation hub, ferried millions of visitors into the island before cars was allowed to drive in. The terminal was closed in 2005, and the site was demolished in 2007 to make way for Resort World Sentosa, as part of the larger vision of the island's future. In 1993, Asian Village opened to showcase different cultures from across Asia, but it was closed in 2000 as tourism trends shifted. Similarly, Underwater World, an oceanarium that has become a family favorite since 1991, closed in 2016 after nearly 25 years of service. Finally, who could forget the Sentosa Merlion? This towering 37-meter statue, which opened in 1995, was one of the island's most photographed landmarks. Over the years, it played a starring role in Sentosa laser shows. However, it was closed on October 20th, 2019, to make way for the Sentosa Sensoryscape project, a new chapter in the island's evolutions. But the most significant transformation came in 2010 with the opening of Resort World Sentosa. This massive integrated resort brought in world-class attractions like Universal Studios Singapore, the Sea Aquarium, one of the largest aquarium in the world, and the Adventure Cove Water Park. It was a game changer for Sentosa and put Singapore on the global tourism map. Resort World Sentosa quickly became a magnet for tourists from all around the world. The combination of theme parks rides, marine life encounters, luxury hotel, and fine dining turned Sentosa into one of the Asia's premier entertainment destinations. Today, Sentosa attracts over 19 million visitors annually. Its blend of nature, entertainment, and relaxation makes it a unique destination in Southeast Asia. But the story of Sentosa isn't over yet. The Singapore government has announced plans to revitalize the island with the Sentosa-Brani Master Plan, which aims to enhance the island attraction, improve connectivity, and introduce new waterfront developments by the 2030s. The future of Sentosa looks bright, with new attractions and green spaces planned to keep visitors coming back for more. What started as a military outpost has become a symbol of Singapore's growth, creativity, and determination to succeed. From a quiet fishing village into a military stronghold, and finally into a world-class tourist destination, Sentosa's transformation is nothing short of remarkable. Its story reflects Singapore's journey, one of the overcoming challenges, embracing change, and constantly striving for excellence. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Sentosa history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on Singapore rich and fascinating past. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.